and we're going to talk book two now.
All
I
right.
know your fans are excited, and we can't tell where we left up off in book one, but book two, it won't give away book one, right? Could you read? Do you have to read them in unison or not?
Well, they pick up like 3 months later, 6 months later, each one. So they do pick up and they do make references to what happened in the other book.
But you're not going to mention that. Okay.
Yeah.
So, so what is book two about?
Book two is called The Least of These, and so it's kind of comparing the priority put on people of money and of power versus people that were homeless. So there's two deaths, one on each side of the river, the wealthy side in Nashville, and then this homeless camp. And so what happens is because of whose son it is, the mayor gets involved. He wants that solved immediately, put everything else aside. Whereas the other side, it doesn't even get a mention. And so Abby has to be, she's caught between there because her good friend Susan is involved in the homeless ministry, and she's trying to get her to do this, but she's got Abby's under strict orders by the mayor to just do this and focus on this big case. So it's called The Least of These for that reference.
Wow. Okay. And I'm getting kind of understanding more of the referencing of that.
Okay.
The so what is your goal? What do you want the readers to learn from this? I mean,
Well, yeah, each book has a tagline or a kind of a motto, message, theme, if you will. And so book one was Own the Truth or the Truth Will Own You, which carries on throughout her stories, all of Abby's stories. Book two is Every Life Has Value. So that we're all created in the image of God, whether you're wealthy or you're poor, or you're on the side of this river, or you're in a high tower, a high rise.
okay. And that I get what you're saying because you're and the hope is to bring people to God as always.
Well, yes.
And,
Well,
and
that's on my theme. Yes,
and this murder mystery is another mystery, right?
it is. Each one has a core mystery to it that also triggers something in Abby's past, or also challenges her on her ethics and morals to make a stand or take a stand, even if it bucks up against her, authorities.
So what is Abby the development of Abby through all these books? What have you noticed from that?
Well, she has to be torn down really emotionally wise before she can be built back up. So she has to, and that's why the first one was Own the Truth or the Truth Will Own You. She's been hiding these things, or at least she's been trying to, and suppressing her past. Ashamed of that, she changed her name, she changed her location, she changed everything about her and started this new start, but the past stuck with her. And so, book two, The Least of These, deals with the homelessness. Well, in Abby's story, she was cast out of her home, and so she had a homeless life. And so she has to deal with people where she's feeling like you can survive if you want to. Bad enough. You accept help. You do this. You do whatever it takes to survive. On the other hand, she knows how people look down on you when you're in that position.
Okay. And she at one point was not like this, right?
I'm sorry.
She was not like Abby at first was not that kind of a good person, right?
Well, she was raised as a missionary's daughter, so she has that core until she was 14 years old, and then when she was, well, I can't give that because of the
Yeah.
first book, but something that cast her out of her own home, where she became an embarrassment to her father and his ministry. Then she had to deal with the dark side, the underbelly of the world, and survive. And then she has to deal with all those decisions throughout the next, four books.
Do all the books take place in Nashville?
Yes.
Wow. Okay. And that's exciting for Nashville people, right?
Yes, I've had several people saying, because they know where I'm talking about with this road or this place, this side of town. Just identify that. And Nashville's booming, so it's a good market.
Exactly. You have a lot of tourists that come there too.
Yes, a lot of tourists and a lot of people moving in.
And there's an opportunity for that to be able to get those readers as well when they come to church or do different things. Are you distributing some of your books at churches too?
I have a couple churches, and that's because I know people in there. Also, I've been doing it through teachers because I have lots of ties with teachers, and so they've been liking it. Even those who have a kind of a negative view of the church have enjoyed Abby's side of the story.
Okay. Well, fantastic. And another mystery, another time, another place, right? And
Yes,
the movie will, after book three, by the time book two's out, are you going to know more about what's next phase in the series?
he's having a pitch conference in May, the early part of May. So he's got two particular studios, I guess, that he's working with that he's pitching the whole idea, and Watergrave as a movie, and then the consecutive books after that as a 6 to 8 part series on something like Amazon Prime, Hulu, those kinds of things,
All
Netflix.
right. Okay. And the best place to go is Mitchell S. Karnes author.com. Appreciate it, Mitchell. Thanks again.
All right, thank you.
All right. That's special sound.